Hey guys, it's officially test realm time for the spring update of Wizard101. I decided to pull up the test realm patch notes here. We're going to go over them together. And I'm going to go one by one. Alright, first, big thing. Okay, look in here. Alright, rank 4 magic weaving is now here. Obviously cool. These quests are... Okay, so let's see here. Lost magic and lore, continue your explorations with the Order of Fang. New quest pickup right where you left off. Okay. So that was Avalon. So main story, and then once you've completed Avalon, now we can do the rank 4. Okay. And then with rank 3, it looks like Balance of Nice got new fusion formulas. Storm and Life now have utility spells, and Fire Myth Death got a new pet and new jewels. Very cool. Okay. Now this, I already skimmed over these, but this is cool. This is D&D. This, if you know what D&D is, you probably understand what the Liches and Legends came from. You already know what this is. Okay. You deserve to play a game. Not just any game. The ultimate game. Okay. That's cool. Alright, let's see here. Quintessential tabletop experience. Yeah, that's what. Yep, I knew it. For a high roller. Okay. So 5 classes. It's a 5-person dungeon. 5? Or is it 4? Okay, it's that you have the 4 sigils here, but 5 class. Oh, okay. No, okay, never mind. There's only 4 characters. You encounter 1, 2, or 3. Ooh, okay. That is actually a really cool feature too. That even if you do not have a full team, you will get NPC players to help you. That could be either really good or really bad, depending on. Now, if you have those bad players that you aren't, yeah. If you know, you know. Okay, so this is a cool housing gauntlet idea. This is really cool. You got different preset characters, which I'm guessing is definitely from. So it looks like there's going to be preset characters, and you can choose those. But this is cool. Now let's look at this. 27 possible combinations. That is pretty cool. Each one can change the encounter, story, the player stats, or even the final boss. That's really cool. When choosing a character role, you can look at the card deck. Ooh, okay, so you actually get to look at what spells are inside that deck before you play them. That's pretty cool. All right, polymorph, and then you can press the deck like usual to see what they're looking at. Okay, Wizards and Legends Gauntlet recipe can be found in the housing tab. Ooh, okay. All right, 9 million game. Official release short. Okay, that makes sense. All right. And this was the thing that had been teased. If you were active last week, they teased all the different changes to the shadow spells and everything. This is cool. This is great. Now, continuing on with their spellments and stuff. Okay. Now, the one thing I did not look at all of the spell changes. I never saw the storm one. I like this. I like the storm change. Now, obviously, you're still getting a blade, but you have a chance for 3 different types of blades. That's pretty cool. And then you got a chromatic damage aura. That could be helpful in certain places, especially if you're dual weaving storm, or you have storm secondary, or chromatically give you a, let's say you're a death weaving into storm. I don't know if you actually do that, but this is just an example. You weave into your death, you weave into storm, you get Rusalka, you use that bomb tree, you now have a free 40% damage aura on yourself for death. That's pretty cool. Very cool change. Alrighty, let's go ahead, and it looks like everything, the name, usual suspects for the spellments. Paid side quest rewards throughout the world. Okay, cantrips, rechests, agent, chest, okay, audits, boss rematches, retriever talents, everything that has been in the previous arcs of Spellmate Gathering, they're here. Okay, and this was also teased, the boss rematches. The 3 notorious Arc 3 bosses that you encountered on your travels, the Rat, Grandfather Spider, and of course, the Storm Titan. Alright, boss rematches. Okay. Very cool. Alrighty. Just like our tool rematches, there is a standard and a challenge mode available. The difficulty of price scale to 130. The expected level for Arc 3 completion. Of course, don't worry if you're on high. You can still participate. You can play in standard mode with your current stats and spells at no cost to you. Okay. It's been never done. Okay. Alright. You can read these. Alright. Now, this is probably one of my... Okay. Now, this is going to be a hot take. I know. I am glad they are making level. There is level ranges now for this type of... For team-ups. Don't get me wrong. It was cool that... You know, I'm glad... You know, it was cool getting team-ups with higher level people. But there are some people that want to do team-ups without, you know, getting these one-hit wonder people coming into their team-ups and just one-shotting everything. Sometimes people just want to play the game, and they want to beat the boss. They just need a little help from somebody maybe in their similar level range. That's where this comes in. Obviously, it will take longer to find a team, but I think this will reward... But this gives lower-level people that have been hesitant to do team-ups an opportunity to do team-ups with people that are looking to do team-ups with people in their level range or close to it. You know, I think, you know, for Wizard City and through Dragonspire, I think having team-ups, maybe, you know, each world, maybe having like a 30 level difference is fine, you know. So like if you're level 25 in Marleybone, having people up to level 55 in your team-up. You know, I think 30, maybe 40. 50 is maybe cutting it a little bit because then you're starting to get like super high stats and stuff in those things. This is cool. Okay, so let's go ahead. When you're waiting for a team up to start, the player's level is displayed under their school icon. Okay, there it is. When you're waiting for a team up, you can now talk to the people that you're actually about to team up with. That's cool. 50 seconds after a team up starts. Timer starts, people can vote on the instant early. Okay, that's cool. That makes it so that if you have a team group already set up, you don't want to wait for that fourth. You can just go in and do the things. This is a cute little feature that I thought is kind of funny. So I made like an entire pit, you know, before I made this video. Before making this video, I made a little crack with my dad. He's been playing Wizard101 since I started in 2010. I made a joke pitch about the Pet Pavilion donations, and it sort of went along the lines of, have too many failed pets sitting in your house. Is your castle too cramped because of all those pets that you tried training up to only get that silly, sticky talent at the end of the day? Well, look no further than donating to the Pet Pavilion. Now they can run free without even needing to worry that you're going to delete them within 24 hours. And that was sort of the pitch. I got a kick out of it. He got a kick out of it. But yeah, this is cool. You know, sort of gives quality of life. You know, it makes the Pet Pavilion... You got people training with pets roaming the facility. It really does sound really cool. Now, this is really cool, too. I'm actually very happy that they changed how this looks. Whoops. This looks better than how it did. That's just my, of course, opinion on it. You know, it sort of has that old style. It's more older Bazaar. It sort of went and looked for the classic Bazaar look, which is cool. Alrighty, Magic Weaving Lessons. Now you get to look. Now you can actually look at the Weaving Tome and look at the progress of all of the different rank spell things that you've done, which is very cool. Okay, and I don't do Beast Moon. Well, at least not Beast Moon with the PvP stuff. But I'll go ahead and just stop on each one. You guys can read them. And then we have the Beast Moon schedule. There's a Graveyard Fairy. Okay. Okay. Very cool. And last but not least, the new armor set. Which, that looks really cool. I think that is a really cool Stitch gear. That really looks really cool. I really do like that. That looks really cool. I mean, look at that. Sort of get that sort of rogue-looking outfit. And I have an idea for an outfit I could use that with. Anyways, yeah. And last but not least, we're going to scroll down and take a look at the art stuff. But these two things here, this thing here, this is cool. The Celestia improvements. As we know, Celestia, the world in terms of gameplay was rough. You had crit. This was the introduction to critical. The bosses, the health goes up. And they have some of the more annoying spells in the game, like weakness, black mantle. If you're fighting death, you have the death ninja pigs, the hit and weakness. Those were annoying. But now Celestia is improving, is now been improved. And now it should feel a little bit easier to quest through. So, new teleports have been added, which is good. That helps a lot, especially with some of the longer, areas that have a lot more world space. You definitely want teleporters. Mob stats have been updated to follow our combat difficulty model. That's cool. That means resistance, damage, pierce, the whole thing. Mob decks have been modified to replace particularly problematic spells. That's probably going to include stun, hit and weakness, and probably something like Black Mantle. Those are good. That's really good, and I'm glad that they're adding those. New optional gear set that will help players remain competitive without requiring to stop them and farm as often. That's really cool. I think that'll be cool. The Celestial set bonus gear is now optional. Okay. And relieves... Okay, and then they also lowered the drop rates. As you know, the Celestial set is still not recommended. Is not a good set by any means. It's okay. If you had nothing else to use and you had all the pieces of the gear set there, go ahead and use it. But obviously, set bonuses have not been a thing since the release of, obviously, the Catacombs and that 130 gear set with the Dragoon gear. That's been a lot of patches ago. So, that's sort of out of the off. So, okay. And now they have a new level 60 gear set with pins that drops for several bosses. That's cool. Now they are starting to implement the pins and such for the lower level people that are now getting into weaving, which is really cool. I like that. I really do like that feature. Now they're able to go in and, they can actually utilize their weaving spells to a better degree and also dual school at the same time. Because that was the one thing with, yes, converts are great, but you can only hold so many converts in your deck that, sometimes you get into a fight where just having those converts isn't enough. You might want to put in something else that is very utilitarian for your school. That's cool. And now level 60 pins are now droppable, which is cool. And second chance chests have been added to some bosses. That's good because this is also a very good improvement for, if you know about the free double chest membership benefit. That is a great way to also get extra spellments while you're questing or doing team-ups. Because you can open that second chest, you get those spellments out of that chest, which is really cool. That may have been changed, I'm not sure. You can clarify in the description. Okay, Magic Mirror changes. Got some stuff in the dice shop. And I'll let you read the miscellaneous. Overall, this is a very cool patch notes. I will be probably live streaming sometime later this week, taking a look at all the different changes, look at some of the spell weaving stuff, and we'll go from there. So yeah, let me know your thoughts about your first impressions here. So yeah, I personally think this is going to be a good test realm. to test out. I can't wait to see what they can't see to, this is really cool. And especially with the Housing Gauntlet, the Rank 4 Magic Weaving, expanding the weaving stuff, that's cool. Of course, Celestia improvements to a world that really needed a helping hand is what it needed. It needed a big helping hand in terms of its quality. For its, the gear that you get from Celestia was subpar. Now, back when it first came out, it was good. It was okay. It was good. It was decent. And then it fell off a cliff once you had the Winter Tusk crafting gear at level 56, and you had the Waterworks gear at level 60. There was no incentive, there was no reason to pick up any gear in Celestia until they made this improvement change. I think the new gear sets that we see in Celestia now should be better. It should be really good. And I'm obviously not going to cut this out because this is patch notes. This is reading over patch notes. There's really no reason to do any stupid editing for it. So yeah, like I said, let me know your thoughts down below. Wizard101 content will be coming back to this channel sometime later this month. Expect my first real big Wizard101 video to come back in March. So with that being said, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Be sure, if you do watch my Pokemon videos, if you have a team idea to use in one of my videos, leave that in the comment section down below on any of my Pokemon Battle Revolution videos. With that being said, I will see you guys next video.